and they will receive. And so we see Matt Barr about to boot it away. And deep for Phoenix, we have Vi Sikahema along with Larry Centers. With Sikahema closest to you as you view the game. And we hope that the sunshine lasts for the remainder of the afternoon. Here we go, and we hope you enjoy the contest. This ball heads for Centers, and he fumbled the ball, and Sikahema picked it up, and he's down back at the 15. And that's not a very good start. And there's the effect of the wind that we were talking about. Tim Rosenbaugh is the quarterback, and he is getting better and better. And, of course, the running game is the strength of the Phoenix club. Up front, he has Louis Sharp. This is a good offensive line. Kennard, Bill Lewis, Smith, Robinson, tight end Walter Reeves. Johnny Johnson hopes to get to 1,000 yards this year. Tim Jordan, the blocking back. Roy Green and Ernie Jones are the wide receivers, and it's first down at the 15. Here's Johnson, and he can turn the corner, and he did for about 4 yards. The Giants are in their usual three-man front, and there's Durson filling in for Jackson, who made the first tackle from scrimmage. Dorsey, Howard, and Marshall up front. Linebackers, Carl Banks starting today, along with Diassi, Johnson, and Taylor. This is a hurry-up offense now for Phoenix. Collins and Walls, Guyton and Durson are the deep backs, and it's second down and 6. Three wide receivers, including Ricky Kroll and Rosenbaugh. Second down pass play. He can run, but not this time. And he appeared to lose a yard. He's a very good runner, Dan.
Well, he is, Jack, and you're seeing already a change in the Cardinal offensive plan. They want to go with the hurry-up offense. They saw the success that Buffalo had last week against the Giants as Buffalo went down and scored on their very two first possessions of the game. So the Cardinals are going back to the huddle now. The problem is when you have an unsuccessful play with that hurry-up offense, it tends to scare the coaching staff, and they try to go back to the way that they're more used to.
They say it's a hurry-up offense without really rushing things. It is third down and 7. They lost the yard in the previous play. That's Kroll in motion. Third down. Throwing on the run, and it's caught for a first down. And a big pickup by Terrence Flagler. Well, that's typical of Rosenbaugh. He can scare you, and that's a 20-yard pickup.
And it's not so much running for yardage, it's moving around in the pocket that Rosenbaugh can be so dangerous. It's called buying time. He'll step up, and now Taylor comes from his right side and slaps him right in the face. But now he gets out, finds Flagler, and now this is where Flagler is very dangerous in the secondary, running free.
And they get a first down as a result. Rosenbaugh has completed 53% of his passes this year, only 10 touchdowns. That's a modest total. He can run, can he? Johnny Johnson out of San Jose State, the rookie, started the day with 845 rushing yards, and he got 5 more on that carry.
Well, and he's going to the Pro Bowl in February. The only Cardinals selected. As we go again, it's not really a hurry-up offense. What they're doing is it's a no-huddle offense. Rosenbaugh calls the plays at the line of scrimmage and prevents the Giants from making any defensive substitutions.
Second down and 5. And incomplete, and at the feet of the receiver who was wide open. That was Ricky Kroll. Well, some of you folks have been watching this game, and you watch Philadelphia slow down the Dallas Hopes, winning 17-3. Dallas is not eliminated, but they could have clinched a playoff berth and would have with a victory today.
And wait to see how long Troy Aikman will be out. Another quarterback going down with another injury.
And he went down early. We have 3rd and 5, and the extra defensive back is in there for New York. Renee Thompson. While Rosenbaugh connected on a previous third down play, and it's 3rd and 5. Flagler is in the lineup for Phoenix. plate in Phoenix will have to punt, and that blitz really shook him up, Dan.
Yeah, it didn't look like Rosenbaugh was ready for it. He had a receiver out there, questionable whether he would have had enough yardage with the completion, but that's what Rosenbaugh's going to be seeing all day long. He's a young quarterback just in his second year, and the Giants will put a lot of different looks up there that he'll have to discern.
A very fine punter. Camarillo is punting to Abe Meggett, who is inside his 15. And he will return this one. From the 19, and he comes across the 25. Pretty good starting spot for the Giants. A 37-yard punt, an 8-yard return, and Jeff Hostetler will go to work. We say hi to Phil Simms, who did not make the trip this weekend.
He's back home resting that sprained foot.
Here's the offense for the Giants. Elliott and Roberts up front with Oates, Pro Bowler at the center spot, Moore, Riesenberg, and Mark Bavaro. Rodney Hampton and Maurice Carthon in the backfield. Ingram and Baker are the wide receivers. So it's Hampton rather than Anderson. And here's a give to Carthon. And the big fullback comes across the 30-yard line. And Tim McDonald tackled him. That was a 7-yard pickup and a really crisp bit of movement by the offensive line. Freddie Joe Nunn, Jim Waller, and Rod Sadler up front for the Cardinals. Bell, Hill, Jacks, and their best linebacker, Ken Harvey. Mack and Taylor on the corners, and Young and McDonald at the safety spots. And McDonald always gives these Giants a lot of trouble, 2nd and 3. Surprising call. Home run ball and incomplete. Trying to get the ball downfield to Ingram. It was a surprising call, Dan. I thought they tried to establish their running game a little bit better than that.
Well, what the Cardinals did is they changed their defensive look, and Hostetler called an audible, read the blitz in a pre-snap read, saw that the safeties were up tight, and he wanted to go for the home run. And it's unusual that he would overthrow Ingram on that ball because he's throwing into that stiff breeze.
That brings about 3rd and 3 and a critical down as you see scores of other games. Ingram is to the left and Baker to the right for the Giants. Hostetler has to hit on this one. He rolls and runs. And he is tackled short of a first down. He is tackled at about the 35. It almost looked like a designed run on the part of the Giant quarterback.
It really looked like he made up his mind in a hurry. I'm sure it was a run-pass option of some type. But he saw some type of hole, took it up the field, and came up about a yard shy.
And so the punt from Sean Landetta, who is a Pro Bowler also. And by Sikahema is back. Twin safeties as J.T. Smith joins him inside the 25. So each team has had to punt here in the early going. Landetta hangs this one up well, and J.T. Smith has it at the 20. 25, 29-yard line. Pretty good starting spot for the Cardinals who get it for the second time. A 45-yard punt and a 10-yard return. In the first quarter, no score, and Rosenbaugh and company go back to work. A rather so-so start to this one, Dan Pops.
Well, this is a type of game. These teams know each other so well. They play twice a year forever now, and it's that old feeling out process that I think we're seeing right now.
From the Phoenix 30 with Johnny Johnson, the setback. And he's good for about 3. We're talking with Pepper Johnson about this running back. As Everson Walls made the tackle along with Diassi. He said that Johnson doesn't look that fast, but when you try to catch him, it's a little different.
He is a very deceptive runner, big, tall guy with long strides, but funny thing Pepper said, when we saw him out on the field and he was running by us, we knew he had outstanding speed.
Ball at the 33 of Phoenix. Roy Green to the left, Jones to the right. Swing pass caught by Johnson, well covered by the Giants. No gain, and 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, we saw the impatience of Hostetler on his 3rd down play. That time, Rosenbaugh was a little too quick to come out and deal that ball off to the running back. The Giants had the perfect coverage called there with Collins in the short zone, and he was there waiting as Johnson made the catch.
Banks and Collins were there. 3rd and 7. Rosenbaugh, 6'2" at 215. 5 defensive backs for the Giants. And Rosenbaugh is taken down in the fumble. And it belongs to the Cardinals, who'll have to punt the ball. Some action there, and the ball was shaken loose by Mike Fox. And the Cardinals were fortunate to get the ball back, but they'll have to punt it away.
Cox is a defensive end at the bottom of the screen here, and he works a little game right up the middle and slaps the ball out with his right hand.
And that's the 2nd sack of the day. And Johnson, the running back, corralled it, and Camarillo will punt to make it again. And a better punt this time. And Meggett takes it on the 26, and he's covered immediately. Very good downfield coverage, as you saw by the Cardinals and John Jackson. That was a 46-yard punt. No return. The Giants get it for the 2nd time, and they start at their own 26. This is the 2nd time the Giants have started from their 26-yard line. Dan Fouts, what do you expect from Hostetler today?
Well, everybody knows he's a mobile quarterback, Jack, and the Giants want to take advantage of that. We saw on the rollout before that he's willing to run the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants come with even the old triple option play.
He's a big man, 6'3", 212. And he's going to throw on 1st down out in the flat. It's there, and he got it there, and that's the 1st down. Beyond the 40-yard line, hauled down by Mark Ingram, and a terrific throw by Hostetler for 16 yards.
Double move for Ingram. He came down, faked the post, and then broke to the corner. And watch after the fake how Hostetler sees a wide-open receiver, and he doesn't fool around with this ball. This is a fastball right on the numbers, and a 1st down for the Giants.
These cornerbacks are not too hot for Phoenix. Cedric Mack was trying to cover on that play. 1st down call. Rodney Hampton spins across the 45. Greg Gumbel is in New York, and he's going to talk about what the Buffalo Bills did today. Greg?
Well, Jack, Frank Reich, subbing for the injured Jim Kelly, did okay. 2 touchdown passes, including this one to Andre Reed. The Bills over the Dolphins, 24-14 to claim the AFC East. And the assault on the goalpost begins. The Bills with home field advantage throughout the playoffs, Jack.
Well, if you want to win in the AFC, you'll have to go to Buffalo to do it. Here's a quick pop by Carthon to midfield. Looks like 3rd and a foot coming up. And the Giants have passed well here in the early going, and that offensive line has impressed me here at the start, Dan.
Well, the Giants are using a lot of quick openers. This is the 2nd time they've given to the up back Carthon, and the 2nd time he's picked up a nice gain.
He's running behind Oates, Roberts, Moore, Elliott, and Riesenberg. With Bavaro, the tight end, on the right side. 2 tight end offense with Cross in there. After looking for a yard, gets a 1st down. So they're pushing him around pretty well on a 5-yard run that time, and the tackle by Freddie Joe Nunn, the defensive end.
This is where the Giants have struggled lately, but watch as Hampton comes and then sees the hole and then breaks into the clear here, picks up the 1st down. Nice job of moving them back up front. This is a game where the Giants' offensive rushing attack can get healthy. They've had problems the last couple of weeks.
1st down call and a 1st down pass and a 1st down throw. Whoa, boy, did he ease that thing, and off the hands of Ingram, and that was a fastball.
That was a fastball. That's a little chin music there, Jack. That one burned the gloves of Mark Ingram. Hostetler on the run here, and again working man-to-man against Cedric Mack on the outside. Mack drops the coverage because it's zone. He's got help deep, but this ball is just thrown way too hard. That could have broken a thumb.
The ball stays at the 44. It's 2nd and 10. Hostetler is 1 out of 3. Ingram in motion, and a delay to Hampton. Can't get outside. Gets big yards inside. First down and more inside the 30-yard line. And Garth Jacks finally stopped him, and there are some New York fans here in Arizona.
Probably too many for the Cardinals, but Hampton, outstanding job here of being very patient. Watch how he kind of picks his way behind the fullback Carthon. They go to the right side here, a bit of a delay, and now the nice cut there. He leaves Tim McDonald behind him, and now it's up to Lonnie Young. He can't make the tackle, and it's another first down for New York.
Carthon took his man down on that last play, but he couldn't clear the way this time, and it is a gain of a yard or so.
Boy, if the Cardinals are going to have any chance today, they've got to come up with a way of stopping the Giants on this drive. Psychologically, if the Cardinals fall behind, they're going to start thinking about how bad their season has been, especially that loss last week to Dallas, which really took the wind out of their sails after they put 3 wins together in a row.
Yeah, they had won 3 in a row, and then Dallas demolished them. They're trying to bounce back here today at the expense of New York. Toss in motion. Good fake by Hostetler. Look out. He made a good spin move. He's going to run and gained only a couple of yards, but he can move. He's down to the 24, and Garth Jacks spun him out of bounds.
And that was no stiff he got away from back there. That was Ken Harvey, the best athlete on this defensive team for the Cardinals, and Hostetler just made an outstanding move. Take a look at this spin here. Nice little 360. And I know that Ken Harvey's surprised that he didn't have a sack there.
It is 3rd and 6. Jumbo Elliott was standing there, and he didn't know that his quarterback was running upfield, and so he didn't throw a block, which would have helped. 5 defensive backs and now 6 defensive backs for Phoenix. 3rd and 6. And moving, that'll stop the play, and it cost New York 5 yards and hurt their field goal position.
Jumbo Elliott jumped a little soon there, working against Rod Sadler.
Start. Offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Troy Kiles comes in as a wide receiver for the Giants, who have added Stacy Robinson. He's active for this game.
And when you talk about field goal position and range, it's very important for Matt Barr. His longest of the year is only 49 yards, so they want to get him as close as possible. He's very, very accurate from inside 40, though.
Yeah, he disliked that penalty as much as anybody. The ball rests at the 29, and it's 3rd and 10. That's a nice play of the drive. Giants need 10 yards. Hostetler is going to run. And he knew where he had to go. They came very close to first down. He did get a first down at the 17. He can move.
He's showing outstanding speed, and he got a little help there because of the coverage that the Cardinals are in. It's basically a man-to-man, and as he breaks out of the pocket here to his left, he's looking for number 85 there, and number 47, Cedric Mack, has to stay with Stephen Baker, or he could have come up and made the tackle, but if he comes up, Hostetler dumps the ball to the receiver, and it would have been a first down anyway.
That was a 12-yard run, and that keeps the drive going very well. Carthon is still in there with Hampton, and a little flag stops another play. The toss had gone to Hampton. The referee is Dick Hantak. What did you see, Richard?
False start. Offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Dick Hantak, the referee, is going to get a false start when he tries to go home to St. Louis tonight. Man, they've got some snow there.
Well, it's unusual. The weather we've had throughout most of the country, the folks back in New York better be enjoying their nice weather they're having today, because it's coming.
And it snowed here Thursday morning in Phoenix. First and 50. Up the middle, and only 2. 2nd and 13 coming up. No score, first quarter. Clock running, less than 3 minutes remaining in the period. And Jim Waller, the nose guard, stopped that play.
One of the things that Giants offense has to get used to is the cadence of Jeff Hostetler. Already we've seen his left tackle, Jumbo Elliott, jump offside twice, and each quarterback has their own way of calling the cadence, and it takes your own team a while to get used to it.
This is the 11th play of the drive coming up. They started at their own 26. That's the 20 going in. And the blitz is on, and he drew Phoenix offside. He's got a free play, and the pass is incomplete. And that was a strong hit that was made on Mark Ingram by Cedric Mack. It's going to be 5 against Phoenix. Take it to the 17. That'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Offside. Defense. Number 53. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 8. There's Joe Bugle, the head coach of the Cardinals, and he's had an enjoyable season down here with a record of 5 and 8, and that winning streak really helped. He's got some good young talent on this Phoenix team. Hostetler delays to Hampton. He can dance, and he got a couple. They get 3rd and long coming up, and Tim McDonald made that tackle.
And they talk about players making runs all on their own. Well, that's really misstating how it goes, but that time it appeared that Hampton was hemmed in the backfield, and he made a couple of moves to get up the field and pick up the 2 yards, but it looked like it was going to be stopped for no gain at all.
6 defensive backs for the Cardinals, and Dave Meggett checks in, along with Troy Kiles. These Giants, Meggett is in there. It is 3rd and 5. Quarterback draw, and he's pivots in and short of a 1st down. Jim Waller stopped him. Field goal time for New York. These Giants aren't bragging very much lately, Dan Fouts, about their wide receivers.
No, and it looks like the Giants really want to get Hostetler moving on the run there. That time, that was a quarterback draw all the way, and the Cardinals, Waller did a nice job of spying on the quarterback and stopped Hostetler before he could get that 1st down.
Here is a field goal try of 27 yards. And Matt Barr with Hostetler holding the ball. Barr's 14 out of 18, and he puts the Giants on top. They have 46 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Field goal by Matt Barr. Giants lead it. One of the reasons why the Giants have won 11 games is this man, Rene Thompson. He's headed for the Pro Bowl, one of 5 Giant players selected. In addition to being a pretty good defensive back, he is an excellent special teams player, and that's why he was voted to the Pro Bowl. We'll keep an eye on him as the Giants kick off to either buy Sikahema or J.T. Smith, who are back inside their 5. Excuse me, as Larry Center, along with Sikahema. And this one heads for Center. He took it on the 15, 20. 27-yard line, and that's where the Phoenix Cardinals will start after the 12-yard return.
And if you watch Thompson, he had to fight off 4 different blocks and got close to the tackle, but that's respect. You make the Pro Bowl, they're going to send 4 guys after you.
And Whitmore made the tackle as they paid a lot of attention to Thompson on the return by Larry Centers.
That was an impressive drive for the Giants in the amount of time they took off the clock. 7 minutes and 31 seconds. That's half the 1st quarter.
And with the good defense that they have, that's what they want to do. Keep that defense rested, keep control out there with the offensive unit, and then come after the Cardinals as the Cardinals have the ball, which they do now. Rosenbaugh talking it over on the sideline. Oh, we had some upsets already, didn't we, with those games yesterday and again today?
And Phoenix still has a mathematical shot at it. A couple of things have to happen. But Philadelphia, boy, you talk about the quarterback killers. They've knocked out 6 quarterbacks this year.
They have?
And including Troy Aikman today. So Dallas is still in it, but they're going to have to do it with Babe Laufenberg, who had a tough one this afternoon as well through that 1 interception that kind of clinched it for the Eagles.
And as we said, the Bears are keeping the pressure on the Giants for the home field advantage and the bye that comes before the second round of the playoffs. Playing field, you were walking around down there, Dan. Pretty good shape, huh?
Well, it's a little bit soft, and with the weather as nice as it is here in Phoenix, it amazes me that it's not a perfect playing surface. All the golf courses are perfect around here this time of year. Why can't they grow great grass here?
Bill Parcells, the Giant coach, told us that he played in the first game ever played here in Sun Devil Stadium.
1963, the Wichita State Shockers shocked the Arizona State Sun Devils.
He said we kicked heck out of him. He was playing both ways at that time, offensive lineman and linebacker.
I'm not sure he said heck, though, Jack.
Yeah, you're right. First down with Johnny Johnson, the tailback. Boy, great work by the Giants. They had started that wingback in motion. He tried to throw a block, but Pepper Johnson, also a Pro Bowler, made the tackle. He told us he's going to take his mother over to Hawaii.
His mother, Maxine, and that's really a nice thing to do. I mean, his mom is his biggest fan. All the moms of all these players are, and they're the ones that really have the toughest time watching their little boys play. Little Pepper.
Little Pepper, he's the #1 tackler on this Giant club. We're down to the end of the first quarter. No more plays in this period. They had a 27-yard field goal by Matt Barr, the only points thus far. We start the second quarter here at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. 2nd and 9. Coming up from their own 29. 3 wide receivers for the Cardinals, including Ricky Prohl. Rosenbaugh hands off, and a slant play, and it's good for 3 or 4 yards. It'll make it 3rd and long. Pepper Johnson in on another tackle. Cardinals gained only 30 yards in the first quarter, and they'd like to get rolling here a little bit.
And last week, Johnny Johnson gained 23 yards in the first half against the Cowboys and -1 yard in the second half. So you know he wants to get going and get his stats back up there. He's fighting Emmitt Smith for that Rookie of the Year honor.
And he's also fighting a bad ankle. He's missed 3 games as a result. But he's in there now, and it is 3rd down and 5. The blitz is on. Rosenbaugh got it away, and it's a first down to the 45 of the Giants to Roy Green. He never saw the end of the play. Green is still the fastest man on the Cardinals, 22 yards.
This is a big league play. Watch the pressure on Rosenbaugh. As you called it, Jack, it is a blitz. Here's Pepper Johnson coming right up the middle. He tosses away Johnny Johnson, and Rosenbaugh throws a perfect ball. He cut it loose a long time before Roy Green was even turned around. Put it right on the money. That's the toughest pass in football.
He drove Collins rather deep, didn't he?
That's all that speed still.
From the Giant 45. Lawrence Taylor from behind helps with the tackle, and good for 5 yards by Johnson. And the score 3-0 Giants here in the early going of the second quarter.
Watch LT come from the left side here, and he gets into the old standoff here. Johnson eyes him, freezes him, heads up the field, and makes a nice gain out of the play.
I think I'd go the other way, too.
Yes, sir.
Second and 5. Kroll goes to the right. Green comes left along with Ernie Jones. They'll get a few. They got a first down. Good run by Rosenbaugh. So we have 2 sprinters out there at the quarterback positions today, 9 yards.
Well, they're young, Jack. This guy's only in his second year. He doesn't know any better. He's the second leading rusher on the Cardinal football team, and did a nice job of reading the defense. His offensive line gave him a lot of time to throw that particular time, and ran out of time, finally ran out of bounds, but he got the first down. This is a nice drive for the Cardinals.
12 and a half left in the half. Giants leading 3-0, and Dan Fouts mentioned, it's a good drive. They have a fine offensive line here in Phoenix in front of Tim Rosenbaugh out of Washington State. And it looked like encroachment to me. I don't know if somebody moved or not.
Yeah, he changed the play at the line of scrimmage, and I believe he pulled his own men offside. Might have been Louis Sharp.
False start. Offense. Number 67.
That's who it was, Louis Sharp, number 67. And he, by the way, is very disappointed he didn't make the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, he comes up out of his stance about a hair before the ball is snapped, and that really is a disappointment. He makes no bones about it in saying that the three best tackles are not going to the Pro Bowl in the NFC. He believes also that Gary Zimmerman should have made it as well as himself.
It is 1st and 15 at their own 36 at the New York 36, 4-2. Big screen left, and then that screen right was covered. He was going to get it out to Johnson. It wouldn't have done him any good.
But Johnson went the wrong way. You see Rosenbaugh pointing, hey, he's supposed to go over here to the left.
That's why he faked it to the left. He was looking there and know him there.
Well, what he wanted to do was fake the screen to Johnson to the left and then come back and throw it to his tight end on the right. And it was a well-designed play, but it only takes one guy to screw up a good design.
2nd down and 15. Jones is to the left with Kroll and Roy Green to the right. Here's a delay to Johnny Johnson. He comes to the 30. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 as a result of the tackle by Carl Banks. Giants should get better with Carl Banks in there starting.
Well, the Cardinals have a huge offensive line, and this is what they do best, just blowing people off the line of scrimmage. And when you add Johnny Johnson's 215 pounds, that's a lot of thrust going forward.
3rd down and 9 from the 30. The extra defensive back is in there for the Giants. Renee Thompson playing. Giants are without Greg Jackson. There's a leg problem. Third and 9. Overthrown and incomplete. He tried to get it to Kroll over the middle, and he was way off target with that throw. And the field goal kicker comes on.
Oh, take a look at the secondary. Kroll is in the slot at the top of the screen, and he's going to hook over the middle and find a nice big opening between the different layers of the secondary. But as you said, Jack, the ball is way overthrown, or that would have set up the Cardinals about the 10-yard line.
Here's a 48-yard try coming up. Del Greco's longest this year is 50 yards. He's been pretty good. 17 out of 25. Tom Cooper will hold the ball. And the snap from Kawhi. Quite short, and the score remains 3-0 in favor of the Giants with 10:38 remaining in the half, and the Giants take over at the line of scrimmage. Until a moment ago, Dave Mega was on the field. Now Maurice Carthon comes back. They always try to give the defense a little something to think about, don't they?
Well, that gives you something to think about with Meggett and Hampton in the same backfield. But as you mentioned, Jack, they did make the change. The big fullback's back in.
First down from the 30 and a pass by Hostetler. And he drops it off here to Hampton. Ooh, boy, what a big hit. Gain of 5. Did you hear that?
I almost felt it, Jack. That's the old pad popper. Freddie Joe Nunn and Cedric Mack converged and stopped to Hampton, but not before he picked up a nice gain on that. 5 yards on first down is a real positive thing for any offense. Those big offensive linemen look over there and they say, hey, we didn't do too bad. Look where the chains are going.
Last time the Giants had the ball, they ran 13 plays and kept the ball for almost 8 minutes. We hope to do the same thing again. And we have a look at Otis Anderson for the first time today in the backfield. Here comes O.J. He used to play for the Cardinals. He was stood up 2 yards at the most, and a strong tackle by Garth Jacks.
Well, O.J. needs about 305 yards to make it all the way to 1,000, and that would give him a 1,000 in 3 decades. It's unlikely that he'll do that because the last couple of weeks he's only picked up 26 yards. As you see him going to the sidelines, Hampton has really taken over in the backfield in place of Otis.
Lewis Tillman checks in for the Giants and Meggett. And it is 3rd down and 4. 6 BBs for Phoenix. 9 minutes left in the half. Baker in motion. Underneath, short yardage. And it's dropped by Ingram. That would have been a 1st down. Ingram dropped it.
Well, they're going to call it a sack, Jack.
Oh, yeah, in
One
the
of those
grass.
controversial sack calls, the old the grasp and control. Freddie Joe Nunn did a wonderful job of fighting off Doug Riesenberg. Right side of the screen, watch Hostetler step up in the pocket, and there's the chicken fighting going on there between those two big guys, and now they're going to call that a sack. I can't believe it. His arm was going forward, throwing the ball.
Harvey was hanging on to him, and here is the punt from Landetta.
That was a questionable call.
I'll say it was. This is 2nd punt by Sean. He hangs it high, and it drives the receiver, J.T. Smith, back. He returns to the 20 across the 25. That was a good return for the Phoenix Cardinals. A 51-yard punt, an 11-yard return, and the Giants have a 3-0 lead, tackled by Diassi. Lead, but they have not established superiority here this afternoon, haven't they?
I think a lot of it has to do with their play selection, Jack. Of these, of the 6 first down plays that they've run, they've only thrown the ball 1 time, and that was incomplete. Of course, they're adjusting to a new quarterback in Jeff Hostetler, but the play selection is still on the very conservative side.
All at the Phoenix 28. Jones comes to the left. Roy Green, the wide receiver, to the right, and Walter Reeves, the tight end, on the left side. Rosenbaugh hit his man Green. That's the 2nd time they've used that same pattern. And a 1st down out to the 45, good for 18 yards.
And that's a good play selection. On 1st down, you fake the ball up inside to Johnny Johnson, and that buys a little more time for Rosenbaugh. Watch the fake to Johnson. And there's just no pressure at all until late when LT gets in there. But by that time, Green is well across the middle for another 1st down for the Phoenix Cardinals.
Collins was chasing him but couldn't keep up with him. 1st down. Green again to the right. And 2 tight ends. Jones in motion. And give to Johnny Johnson. He has 3 yards to the 48. In the arms of Eric Howard, help from Carl Banks.
Johnson's going to be a rich man real soon. He's got 1 year left on his contract, but that contract was signed as a 7th-round draft pick, and he's looking to pick up as much money in incentive clauses this year as his entire base salary.
He already has received money for being selected to the Pro Bowl.
And now he's looking for that 1,000-yard mark that would really cap off a great year.
He's carried 8 times for 32 yards this afternoon. And it's 2nd and 7. Kroll comes in motion. Blitz is on again. And he had to cough it up. Incomplete, 3rd and 7. Well, the blitz paid off that time. Leonard Marshall was closest to the quarterback.
And the Giants have already sacked Rosenbaugh twice. Marshall's number 70, beating Tootie Robbins right here. It looked like Robbins expected Rosenbaugh to be setting a little shorter in the pocket, but with the pressure up the middle, it forced the quarterback deeper, and then Marshall got to Rosenbaugh just as he let it go.
Cardinal quarterback is 4 out of 9. We have 7 minutes left in the half.
The Giants are having success putting pressure with the linebackers on the young quarterback.
Renee Thompson, the extra defensive back for New York. It's a blitz look again. And a 4-man rush. That's incomplete, and that wouldn't have been a first down anyhow. He tried to get the ball out to Johnny Johnson, and a punt coming up. Well, the Giant defense is keeping them in the game.
And that's one of the Giant leaders there, Mark Collins, getting a little pep talk from the head coach.
Camarillo will be doing the punting for the third time, and Meggett is back at his 10. Snap. Oh, a dandy kick. He hung this one up. Fair catch. No, he's going to run it back. And he tiptoes his way to the 21-yard line. What a return from the 10 to the 21. 11 yards. Stopping the clock with 6:38 left in the half. And a field goal by Matt Barr. 27 yards, our only score of this game. This helps. Even though Dallas lost at Philadelphia today, they can get into the playoffs as a wild card if Phoenix and New Orleans lose today. New Orleans is winning at the moment 10-7 at San Francisco, where the 49ers will have the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Joe Montana did not start today. He has a full groin, and Steve Young is quarterbacking. Now, a Giant victory gives them a first-round bye and the home field advantage in the playoffs, aside from the home field advantage the 49ers have.
It's perfectly clear to me, Jack.
I understand.
Yeah.
From the 21. Big to O.J. It's there, isn't it, to Ingram, and a big gain. Across the 45-yard line. And you could almost tell from the early going in this game that the Giants would try this approach. That was good for 25 yards.
Well, first down pass here. Play action. Great protection. And it's a crossing route. Ingram, I think, believes that after he makes this grab, he was going to go all the way because he'll get up pounding the turf.
Tackled by Cedric Mack. They like to pick on these corners. Mack on the left side and Jay Taylor on the right side. But the Giant wide receivers haven't been too hot lately. Ingram in motion. And another pass. Drops it short. Good read. O.J. Anderson with a first down to the 40. Good reaction by Hostetler.
Well, you know that Otis Anderson was not the primary receiver, so Hostetler did read the coverage, came down to his safety valve there, and it's a first down pass that picks up a first down.
Garth Jacks was the tackler along with Ken Harvey. Harvey on the Cardinals, number 56, same number as Taylor, is a very busy linebacker, and he's a terrific player. Here's the Giants' trouble. Another pass. Going for it all. It's there, and then dropped. He caught it at the 10-yard line. Stephen Baker caught that one. What a terrific throw by Hostetler, 30 yards.
This is really a tough throw because you're throwing in what they call the dead zone of the too-deep coverage. Good job on the play action, but it's got to be a fastball. You can't hang this one up because Lonnie Young is coming to deliver a blow. He gets over there a little bit late. The Giants have a first down at the 10-yard line. And Hostetler's starting to heat it up a little bit. 3 in a row now, all on first down.
And it is first and goal. Hampton back in the line. He's thrown 3 times in a row. And Python drills his way inside the 5 with a big power run and tackled by McDonald. Offensive line doing good work.
Giants felt they could get healthy with their running attack against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are not that good at stopping the run, and this is the 3rd time now they've given the ball to the fullback, and he's averaging about 5 or 6 yards a carry.
On defense, the Cardinals are 26th against the rush in the league. 2nd and goal from the 30.
Just what the doctors ordered for the Giant rushing game.
Hampton, fake, and they're down to about 1.5 yards from the goal line. Good faking by Hostetler, but fine reaction by Garth Jacks, the linebacker.
This is a questionable call. They're making a lot of money just running straight at the Cardinals. Here they're going to fake it, and it's going to be Hostetler all the way on the bootleg. No receivers out in front. That's just a fake to buy him a little bit of time, and he does an outstanding job of picking up 1 yard.
The inability to get into the end zone has plagued New York the last month.
Boy, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, whatever, they've been in trouble.
3rd and a yard and a half. Here comes Hampton. Touchdown Giants. Dan Fouts said it earlier, and look at some of the New York fans. If these Giants get out in front, they might demolish the Cardinals today.
Well, Parcells said they'll either beat them by a bunch or be a close one. Right now, they're in wonderful shape, but the quickness of Rodney Hampton on that play, you rarely get in without being touched or knocked down from 1 or 2 yards out.
That's only his 2nd rushing touchdown this year. And the extra point by Matt Barr makes it 10-0 New York with 3:15 remaining in the half. Giants in good shape. 3:15 remaining in the half. Dan Fouts and Jack Buck with you from Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. And Merry Christmas, everyone. There's Rodney Hampton, who got it in from 2 yards out to make it 10-0 with the extra point.
And good play by the quarterback, Jeff Hostetler. And let's talk about that play selection a little bit. They threw the ball 3 times on 1st down and completed all 3 of them.
25 yards, 13 yards, and then 30 yards. That chewed up the turf, didn't it? This kick will probably be returned. Sikahema centers are back there. Ball is taken on the 4 by Sikahema. He's across the 20, and a strong tackle was made at the 23 of Phoenix. So the Cardinals get the ball, a 19-yard return. Giants have the lead. It's 10-0. Roger Brown made the tackle. Championships and the U.S. versus USSR Hockey Challenge Series, all on Christmas Day. They have the enjoyment of the holiday. First down throw, and Rosenbaugh steps up nicely and runs for a few. Slides down at the 29. He got 6, and a flag went down. Somebody nailed him as he was on the deck.
That's what the rules say. If the quarterback gives himself up with the feet-first slide, you can't touch him. That 6-yard gain will get 15 more.
Carl Banks was the man, and he pleads his cause. Sorry.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 58. 15 yards. First down.
Watch Rosenbach go into the hook slide here, and now the rules say you can't touch him. Not even a little push like that.
That was more than a little push. I guess those are your standards after being knocked around out there. For me, that's a big push.
Well, for Banks, he feels he didn't get his money's worth, I guarantee you.
On the 43, first down. Less than 3 minutes in the half. Swings it out here. It's caught nicely by Johnson. He can scoot. Inside the 25. Boy, he can run. 35-yard pickup.
Rosenbaugh did a wonderful job that time of knowing where his outlet receiver is. Number 39 is Johnson. He checks out of the backfield, and at the last minute, Rosenbaugh just flips it out to him. And this is a huge game for Johnny Johnson.
And a big block by Ricky Prohl, number 87 in your picture at the moment.
And a heads-up play of covering the ball up when the traffic got near him.
Hey, no more plays. 2-minute warning. There's the toot, toot, toot. 2 minutes left in the half, and these Giants are leading 10-0. Phoenix on the move. Kinds of rumors swirling around Bill Parcells. He said to us, I have a year left in the contract. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till the season is over, and then I'm going to decide. His house is for sale, but his house has been for sale over in New Jersey for a long time.
Since September, and the reason it's for sale is it's too big for his family. All his kids have moved out, and his wife wanted a smaller place.
The line of scrimmage is the 22. First down. Phoenix. Good strong run by the tight end. And he is out of bounds, and Pepper Johnson forced him out. Reeves had caught only 13 passes before today, and that was good for 5 yards.
And in talking to Rosenbaugh yesterday, he says that Reeves is not a big part of the pass offense, but he may be the most valuable player on the offense because they need him as a blocker. Big tight end. He's almost like a third tackle out there.
2nd and 5. The Giants would like to keep the shutout. They lead 10-0. And there's a procedure call, I'm certain, against Phoenix. And then a wrap on the quarterback.
Well, I think Rosenbaugh took a dive there looking to draw a flag, perhaps. That looked like a World Wrestling move there.
All of that stops the clock with 1:21 left in the half, and that hit was by Fox.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's the second one by Luis Sharp. Joe Bugle, the coach, didn't like the reversal there. Back 5 yards. And, of course, Sharp is concerned most of the time with Lawrence Taylor.
Every week, Luis Sharp gets the very best pass rusher. And facing the legend Lawrence Taylor, it's got to be playing on his mind. You see him check him out as soon as he breaks the huddle. Where's number 56?
Where is he? It is 2nd down. And 10. Short yards to Kroll inside the 20-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and long and keep the clock going. 1:10 left in the half. Pepper Johnson with another tackle. This fellow is going to be one of the best in the league, Ricky Prohl, in the days ahead.
And it's unusual for a rookie receiver to, number one, lead your team in receptions, as Prohl is right now. Cardinals use a timeout here. Prohl is an outstanding young receiver working on the inside a lot.
Pro Bowl for Lawrence Taylor, 10 in 10 years.
First man ever to do that, and there's some question as to whether he'll go or not. It's getting to be a long season for him. I'm sure it'll depend on how the Giants do in the playoffs, but that's an amazing mark for an amazing player.
Only one tackle today. He's being stymied a bit by Luis Sharp. We have 3rd down and 5. Rosenbaugh up the middle, and he's down to the 11, and that's a 1st down on the quarterback draw. It looked like he took a quick look to see if he could dump it out to somebody, then ran for the 1st down, and Mike Fox tackled him. Fox, by the way, is a rookie out of West Virginia. Joe Bugle trying to figure out a way to get into the end zone.
It's real important for the Cardinals to come away with 7 points here. This has been a good drive engineered by Rosenbaugh. The big play was that little swing pass out to Johnny Johnson that seemed to pick the entire offense up.
That was a 35-yard pass, the longest reception in Johnson's career.
And the Cardinals have only played one game this year where they've not had any turnovers, and that was against the Giants back in October.
And in that game, they lost on a field goal by Matt Barr with no time remaining, and they played the Giants tough that day, October 21st, losing 20-19, so they think they can play with New York.
Well, they match up well up front, and with Johnny Johnson in the backfield, it gives them that typical NFC East type of attack.
Flagler's in the lineup for Phoenix at the 11, 1st down. Cole sets up as wingback. Touchdown to Flagler. What a good throw and catch, 11 yards. Good hands.
Well, that's a money catch, Jack. Perfect throw by Rosenbaugh. This was in traffic, but Flagler with the hands. Watch as he comes out of the backfield from the right side of the screen here. Number 32 working against Pepper Johnson. Also, Myron Guyton will meet him there. Just slips inside the linebacker. Reasons, touchdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, Gary Reasons usually covers that territory very well, but he couldn't quite get there.
That was a fastball from the quarterback. Beautiful.
Extra point try by Del Greco has been perfect this year. Tupa holding. And we have a 10-7 affair. The 45 seconds left in the half. A scoring drive, 6 plays, 77 yards. They did it quickly, and Rosenbaugh 4 for 4.
But the short kickoff from Del Greco and the nice return by Hampton has given the Giants excellent field position. They've got a chance to at least get 3 points if they can get Barr within range.
Yeah, if they had been back in their own territory, they probably would have sat on the ball. Now they're going to open it up. No rush. No rush at all. And the long pass out of bounds.
You said there was no rush, Jack, and you were right. The Cardinals only had Freddie Joe Nunn and Jim Waller rushing the quarterback. They dropped 9 guys into the secondary.
Trying to get the ball downfield to Stacy Robinson, just activated today. Robinson might help this receiving core of the Giants. Giants lead by 3, 10-7. 32 seconds left in the game. Still a 3-man rush. Screen pass. There goes a flag as the play goes inside the 45-yard line. Good for 8 yards. And Meggett.
Boy, I tell you what, they got to get Meggett the ball more often. He is just so elusive and productive.
Ineligible man downfield. That'll bring that one back. With 23 seconds left in the half. Dan, when you have a 3-man rush, a screen pass.
Number 60 on the offense, downfield, prior to the pass, 10-yard penalty, repeats it down, second down.
Screen pass is not a very good play against 3-man fronter.
Well, you just have so many men in the secondary that can react to it quickly. Giants that time had a man downfield, and that really will change this type of play selection on second down in a whole bunch. They were looking at possibly getting in field goal range. Now they got to be careful not to turn the ball back over to the Cardinals.
Right, that's their prime concern as they have the ball at their own 38. Second and 20. Still a 3-man rush. And another screen. No gain.
Well, they say the Giants' offense is predictable.
That was Jay Taylor rushing up from the corner to demolish that screen pass. Now there are 14 seconds left in the half.
I don't mind you running another screenplay, but at least run it to the other side of the field.
And we have a timeout.
Taylor's number 27 at the top of the screen. Watch as he's playing zone. He'll let the receiver go by. Meggett comes out, and now watch number 27 slip inside William Roberts and make the tackle.
Giants have called timeout with 14 seconds left in the half. New York has 2 timeouts remaining. At the half, we'll join Greg Gumbel and Terry Bradshaw, scores and highlights. And they'll clarify the playoff picture for you a bit more.
Think so, huh?
Oh, they're capable. Sure.
I like Terry playing with those toys there. He got his Christmas presents early, huh?
Early.
Did you notice the quarterback was himself, a little doll of himself?
The Giants leading by 3, 14 seconds remaining. And this is a third down play, 3rd and 19. Had a 10-0 lead at one time. And that ball is caught at the 40-yard line by Stephen Baker. And now 8 seconds left in the half, and one more productive play could put them in field goal range, and they do have timeouts to call. 21 yards on that play.
And they'll take one here because they want to get Hostetler over to the sidelines and tell him exactly what play they're going to run and exactly what he can expect from the Cardinal defense. That was a wonderful throw as well. He is throwing that deep out pattern extremely well, and that play there picked up the first down.
He beat Lonnie Young on the play, and the Giants try to come up with some yards. Young is a very good player along with that one. Tim McDonald. They do have good safety men, but the corners are a little bit weak on this Phoenix club.
And they call the Giants defense linebacker U. Penn State was always called that. The Giants with Lawrence Taylor and Carl Banks, now Pepper Johnson. Well, Tim McDonald from SC, he's got a fight to go to the Pro Bowl. Guys like Ronnie Lott, Joey Browner, and Mark Carrier, all former Trojans.
Hostetler, as you saw, is 7 out of 10, and he has completed 5 of his last 6. Now, from the 40, and he needs some yards and a quick timeout or get the ball out of bounds with 8 seconds remaining in the half. And they'll get a shot at it with 3 seconds remaining in the half, and the pass was caught at the 31. So that should give an opportunity for Matt Barr to come into the game as Dave Meggett made the tackle. So Hostetler has done a good job, or Meggett made the reception on it.
Well, this is what he's looking at all the way. This is number 30, Dave Meggett. He's going to come out and run to the outside, and Hostetler's going to throw him the ball or nobody else. Perfect throw, low into the outside. He makes the grab, falls out of bounds, and he sets up his field goal kicker now within 50 yards.
Barr's longest of the year is 49 yards, and this is a 48-yard drive. Hostetler will hold. 10-7, the Giants lead, and this, barring a penalty, will be the last play of the first half. Barr hit earlier from 27 yards.
I talked to him before the game, and he made every kick he tried in the pregame warm-ups. He didn't want to talk about not having missed any.
Yossi will snap the ball. And this one is going to be short also. And so we have our 10-7 halftime score with the Giants on top. That's the end of the half. The Giants led 10-0, and they lead 10-7 at the intermission. Anybody's game here. Loss on the play. Got that pass out to Hampton, and he was covered in a big hurry at a loss of 6 yards.
Well, Freddie Joe Nunn is right here. Watch as he'll skate down the line of scrimmage, sniff out again another screen pass by the Giants. Super job by Nunn finding where the receiver was and then making the tackle for a loss.
He just stayed with that running back, and the ability of a fellow in that position, that defensive end, to stay with that running back is commendable. 2nd and 16. Hostetler draws the ball to A.J. Anderson, and a flag goes down across the field. And the Giants are starting in reverse here in the second half. Tackler was McDonald. Offside Phoenix, and that'll help the Giant cause.
Must have somebody lined up in the neutral zone there. Didn't appear that anybody jumped.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 2nd down.
It looks like Nunn at the bottom of the screen moves just a little bit early there. And that gets the call.
That makes it 2nd and 10. At the New York 28. Here comes Hampton. And he is down at the 30-yard line. 3rd and long coming up, and Rod Sadler made a strong tackle. The ball came loose. But apparently, the way the officials are reacting, the play had been blown dead. I'm not certain of that.
Well, all the red
Cardinals
shirts were pointing one way. The striped shirts have yet to do anything.
Yeah, the Cardinals thought they had the ball.
Rules down by contact. 3rd down.
Down by contact. Eric Hill came away with the ball, but it is 3rd down. 3rd and 9. We are early in the second half. We've played less than 2 minutes. And it's a 10-7 score. The Giants on top. Giants have a 4-wide receiver offense. Oh, incomplete. A great throw by Hostetler. He just missed connection with Meggett, who just couldn't get up to get the ball, and the Giants will have to punt.
Well, that's an outstanding play by David Braxton, number 54. One of the inside linebackers here. Meggett comes right up the field, The ball is well thrown, but Braxton just gets his left hand on the ball to knock it away, and then Meggett takes a shot from the safety.
I didn't realize the defensive man had touched the ball. Here's the third punt by Landeta. Twin safeties, Sickerhammer and Smith. A line drive kick, and it'll be returned by J.T. Smith. He's at the 30 and down at the 33. Phoenix will start from their 33-yard line as they get the ball for the first time in the second half. 45-yard punt, and Tim Rosenbaugh takes the field.
Rosenbaugh adds a lot to this Cardinal offense, just in his demeanor. Fiery guy, a real competitor, and a good enough runner to be the second leading rusher as a quarterback in the NFL.
Dan, you told me that you think he throws the ball as Sonny Jurgensen used to throw, with the same motion.
Same motion, not the same results, though, Jack.
Johnny Johnson in the backfield. Overhead, sliding right, and a yard at the most. And it was Carl Banks in on it. Banks having recovered from the hand injury. Makes a big difference when he's anchored on one side and JT is anchored on the other.
It really does. Both are Pro Bowl caliber of players. We get this word from Houston that Warren Moon has dislocated his right thumb, and his playoff status is uncertain. Another quarterback gets injured today.
Motion by Prohl. The blitz is on. The pass is thrown incomplete. Rosenbaugh saw it coming and caught it up there. Sometimes, Dan, that's the only option you have, is just get rid of it.
Yeah, and this is what you call the sight adjustment. The receiver has to see it at the same time. He wants to hit Roy Green in the slot right here. There's the blitz. Rosenbaugh knows he doesn't have enough men to pick up all those guys coming after him, and he unloads it in a hurry. But the timing, the teamwork wasn't there between quarterback and receiver.
Cardinals are only 3 out of 7 on third down, and it's 3rd and 9 right now. 5 defensive backs for the Giants. Great rush. And a pass overthrown and incomplete, and no flag. The fans thought there might be one, but the ball, first of all, was uncatchable.
That's the key, Jack. That ball was way overthrown. And Mark Collins got a free ride on the back of the receiver.
That was Flagler who caught the touchdown pass earlier for Phoenix. Camarillo to punt. His 4th of the day. Back to get it. Mr. Meggett inside the 25. High snap. And Meggett a fair catch and a call at the 22. So the Giants get the ball for the second time in the second half at their own 22. They lead by 3. They'd like to host Washington in the wild card game. Hostetler had to get rid of that one. The pursuit was on by, he tried to get it out to Ingram, and he was being chased by Freddie Joe Nunn, who was right on his heels, and Hostetler said no thanks.
Yeah, and every time a quarterback goes down, people hold their breath. They're dropping like flies. On the rollout here, Freddie Joe's going to lay into him and then drive him to the turf. Well, that's how so many quarterbacks get hurt, is that follow-through by those big guys slamming them down to the hard ground.
That's what happened to Troy Aikman today over in Philadelphia.
And Wade Wilson yesterday.
Here's a 2nd and 10. Ingram in motion. And the delay. Comes only to the 25. With Rodney Hampton running into the arms of Tim McDonald, and neither one of these teams are really perking this afternoon.
Now, they're really flat. It appears that the Giants are struggling to find an identity. They had a nice long drive in that first quarter, but since then, offensively, they haven't been able to get anything established.
3rd and 6 from their own 25. 6 defensive backs for Phoenix.
That's the one good thing that Hostetler has done, is he hasn't turned the ball over.
The Cardinal defense has the crowd revved up a little bit now. Ingram in motion again. And the pass is caught, and that's just enough for a first down to Meggett, who is intelligent enough to go deep enough.
And when he got down on the ground with the ball, he kind of backed up a little bit to ensure that he had enough yardage for the first down. And we're watching Hostetler just reading that defense. That's the same type of play he hit Meggett on earlier at the end of the first half. A little option route for his halfback.
And once again, good protection made the difference, allowed Meggett to go deep enough.
That's always the key.
Hampton, the tailback, first down call. Stretches it out to the 37, good for 4 yards. He's a strong runner with a good lean, and that gives him 10 carries for 42 yards today. Ken Harvey made the tackle. We haven't mentioned him very much. Harvey, number 56 on the Cardinals, the counterpart of Lawrence Taylor.
And they both have 9.5 sacks coming in to today's game. The thing I like about Hampton, Jack, is his instincts as a runner. He makes that first guy miss, and then when that second guy gets to him, he'll hit and spin.
There's a power run up the middle by New York's Carthon, and that is very close, and it is a first down. Out to, we'll call it the 45. The tackle by McDonald again, and they are pushing the defensive front of Phoenix around.
Well, that's been their best play so far today on the ground. It's been the quick opener to the fullback. Carthon's carried a couple of times now and picked up good yardage.
The third down pass a while back to Meggett was a key play, and it keeps the drive going. This is another first down. First down pass. And a good reception by Bavaro. That's his first of the day. And where did he go out of bounds? Another first down?
You bet.
Yep.
Just enough. Well, Bavaro is such a valuable player. He's a great blocker, but he has the skills as a receiver that having only caught 28 coming in today, I'd like to see him catching a whole bunch more.
His brother is on this Phoenix squad.
Yeah, David Bavaro, a rookie right there on the sideline.
Rookie out of Syracuse. He's a linebacker. Here's a first down toss to Hampton. A hurdle and a run and a plunge, and he's through to the 39. He can do a lot of things. This is a spirited drive now by New York, and the one thing they don't want is a penalty to slow it down.
Got to have those mistake-free drives, and right now this is a good one for New York. Hampton continues to impress, though. He's a youngster, only 21 years old. Remember, this should be his senior year at Georgia, where he majored in commercial recreation.
Commercial recreation.
Yeah.
This is the 8th play of this drive. And he was in a three-point stance, and that's going to cost him 5. I think it was him.
I think you're absolutely right. The Cardinals moved a little bit, and that brought Bavaro over offside.
What did I just say? The one thing you don't want when you're perking is to have that penalty.
Yeah, that's the old no-hitter in baseball. Jack, you tell him he's got a no-hitter going.
Tight end. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. Second down.
That was Bavaro, and it makes it 2nd and 9. So far, 7 plays, 40 yards. They started at their own 21-yard line. And it is 2nd and 9. We have 7:45 left in this third quarter. Giants leading 10-7. 2nd and 9. Put it up, Jeff. Oh, is it there? Ingram. Hey, touchdown. Nobody touched him. Touchdown. What a catch by Ingram.
Well, they do exactly what you say. You say don't jump off sides, they get a penalty. You say put it up. He puts it up to Ingram. Wonderful catch. The big slide in for the touchdown. But Cedric Mack, he just blows his coverage here. He's expecting help deep from the safety, McDonald. McDonald is late. There's the layout, the catch in the sticky gloves, and then the 3-yard slide in for the 6. Hostetler's second touchdown pass of the year. No greater feeling for a quarterback.
makes it 16-7. Barr 17-7 in favor of the Giants. 7:31 remaining in the third quarter. Time and the season greetings from CBS to all of you, and Jeff Hostetler. He's having a great day.
Yeah, he's throwing about 70%. The key to it is he's only had one sack, and that was for only 1 yard.
The other quarterback you're looking at is Matt Cardinals. He's the backup for the Giants. Here's Matt Barr kicking it off. Cincinnati. And he's out to about the 32. The folks got excited for a while. Sikahema is very good, but he is not a speed burner. That was a 23-yard return. Scoring drive by New York. 8 plays, 79 yards, 4:20 on the clock, and the 39-yard, the 44-yard pass play is what it was. 44 yards to Mark Ingram to make it 17-7. Matt Barr was in on that last tackle.
And you talk about Sikahema, Jack, just a couple of years ago, he was going to the Pro Bowl his first 2 years, and he was referred to as a scary returner. And now they refer to him as a steady returner.
That's right. He just doesn't break them, but he has a good average. Line of scrimmage is the Phoenix 32. What do they do, Dan? Throw, throw, throw?
Oh, they're not out of it. They're only down by 10. It looks like they're going to.
Good blocking and a pass reception by Jones. Indiana Jones. I'll say they're not out of it. No flags. Touchdown. 68 yards.
Great grab with his hands, reaches out. Now he gets some help. Gets to the outside. He'll pick up a block on the outside by Tim Jordan, and then it's just pure speed as he runs away from the Giants secondary. And what a way to return the favor. A long touchdown pass for Phoenix.
Ernie Jones went to Indiana. They call him Indiana Jones. 68 yards. Makes it 17-13. Del Greco will try to pull Phoenix within 3. He hasn't missed all year. Cooper puts it down. So it's, once again, only a 3-point lead for these Giants who have to keep plugging away. Earlier on a kickoff, we tracked Renee Thompson of the Giants. Now, keep an eye on this guy. He used to be a Pro Bowler. Ron Wolfley, number 24. Don't get in his way. He is something. And the Cardinals kick it off through the negative half. Giants lead by 3. And the ball will be returned by Hampton from the 2. 10, 20, 25. And a good return by Hampton. And this crowd is into the game now, as the Cardinals have demonstrated they can stay with him. A 28-yard return. What did Wolfley do on that return?
Well, I counted about 4 guys that bumped him, and then he got in on the end of the tackle. But you get a feel for what those guys go through. They used to call these teams the suicide squad.
So he was there when the play ended, and here's Hostetler, and he can't sit on the ball. He leads by only 3.
Well, the Giants used 8 plays, 4 minutes and 20 seconds on their touchdown drive. The Cardinals came back in 1 play that just took 22 seconds.
7 minutes left in the third quarter. And the running play fake, and a pass behind Cross. Incomplete. Incomplete to Howard Cross. Well, Troy Aikman out for the year, Dan Fouts.
Yeah, and he'll join a couple of other guys. Warren Moon will have surgery tonight on his thumb, so his chances of playing in the playoffs are not real good.
Are you going to be with me here next Saturday?
You bet, Jack. I like it up here as long as you don't clip me or pull my hair or anything like that. We'll be here.
2nd and 10. Listen to this crowd. Matt came strongly up from the corner to make the tackle, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
You notice a lot of these people are sitting on their hands to keep them warm. Every once in a while, the Cardinals are giving them something to put those mittens together. Look at this. You're wearing Levi's. You got to wear something warmer this cold.
That's all he's got.
Probably all he packed.
We did have some snow flurries here Thursday morning in the Phoenix area. Giants have been good today on 3rd down, 5 out of 9.
We told Parcells how windy it was out on the field before the game. He said, good. It's like Giant Stadium.
3rd and 9. Ingram in motion. Out of bounds. Out. On a punt. Well, this crowd giving the Cardinals all the support they need.
Well, Hostetler waits a little bit too long for his receiver to break here, and the ball would have been out of bounds anyway if Baker could have made the grab.
Here's the 4th punt by Landeta. He better get it deep. Sikahema and J.T. Smith are the receivers. Line drive kick will be returned. And a terrific downfield tackle was made. No return. Well, a 2-yard return after a 42-yard punt. And Roger Brown of the Giants made a terrific tackle. Here at Tempe, Arizona, Sun Devil Stadium, and we have 5:48 left in the 3rd quarter. Giants have been ahead throughout, and they lead by 3. The ball at the Phoenix 35. Best starting field position for Phoenix all day. Wide open. Roy Green, 1st down at the New York 44. Roy Green can still do it, although he is playing in his 12th year in the league, 21 yards.
Well, he still has the blazing speed. Look at the respect that Everson Walls gives him. The sharp cut to the middle, and then Rosenbaum puts it right on the money. But you talked about the Cardinals throw. That's what they're doing, Jack, this second half.
And a 1st down at the New York 44. Straight ahead goes Johnny Johnson, and stopped cold that time by Pepper Johnson, who's made a lot of tackles today.
Well, Pepper's the type of guy that is able to lead with his actions, but he also can get very verbal out there. He wants to get that team fired up.
He told us that he frequently yells at Lance Smith, who's the right guard of the Cardinals. Those two know each other fairly well. 2nd and 8. Another comeback pattern. And Green is touchdown.
Good pass protection by the Cardinal front line. That's the key to any good passing attack. There's the sidearm flip, kind of like Sonny Jurgensen. Watch the protection on Lawrence Taylor as he's looking for his 1st sack of the day. But that's Louis Sharp, one of the best in the game. Keeping LT far, far away from the QB.
Eric Howard got after Rosenbaum, but a bit too late on another 1st down. And running play is Johnson. He is near the 25. Remember, the Cardinals are only 3 points behind, and they're already within field goal range.
And remember also that they feel that they should have beat the Giants back in the Meadowlands. And I'm sure the Giants feel the same way, that they got a break at the end of the game. Hostetler hit Stephen Baker. And then Barr got the field goal to win it with no time. But the Cardinals, that's got to be in the back of their minds that, hey, we can play with these guys. We can beat them.
3:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. Green, 1st down, and he stepped out at the 16-yard line. Roy Green is chewing up the corners, Collins and Walls, and that time 10 yards, and he's caught 5.
He is such a professional. Who would have thought that back when he was playing both ways as a defensive back and as a wide receiver wearing number 25, that he would have the type of numbers at the end of his career as he's putting up, and he ought to play a couple more years. He still has the ability.
Under there, Phoenix has outdone the Giants in total offense. Terry Williams was the defensive back on that last play. And those balls going to pass again. Goes into the corner, nothing there. Good coverage, Collins on Green. It'll be 2nd and 10. Stops the clock, 2:44 left in the third quarter. Bill Parcells has another year in his contract, as we mentioned. He said he's not certain, and you could tell the sincerity with which he told us. He said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do when this season is over.
The problem is that season never seems to be over, Jack. There's no real off-season anymore in professional football. The next thing that the Giants and all coaches have to worry about is getting ready for Plan B. Then there's the draft, then there's mini camp, then training camp. Where's the time off?
No chance to enjoy the accomplishment. Motion by Prohl. And a draw to Johnson. And he is to about the 13 in the arms of Carl Banks. Coming onto the field for Phoenix is Terrence Flagler.
You saw that Johnson has 12 rushes today. And when they played back in October, he carried the ball 30 times, went over the 100-yard mark.
So Flagler is in the backfield, and we have 3rd down and 7. 2:10 left in the third quarter. He dropped it. Flagler. Well, that'll drive the coaches crazy. They have the play set up. They have the right player in there. He made a brilliant catch for a touchdown earlier, but he blew this one.
And this would have been a touchdown. He's on the option route, cuts to the outside. Rosenbaugh throws it perfectly. Never had control. He turned up the field. He knew he was going to go race for the corner of the end zone.
What can you do? So here's a field goal try with a 1:54 remaining in the third quarter. And it is from 30 yards away. Now Del Greco. He's missed one today. And he drills this one. He missed another one. He missed earlier from 47 yards, and this time he misses from 30 yards. I'll bet the fans all thought we had a tie game on our hands.
Well, the Cardinals blow 2 scoring opportunities in consecutive plays. Flagler drops the easy catch, and now Del Greco comes over the top and hooks one wide left.
Well, there's a Christmas present for the Giants.
Yeah, and this is a good snap. Fine hold by Tupa.
Tupa did a good job of getting it down.
Well, that wasn't even close.
So from the 20-yard line, Carthon pops for about 4.
Well, Carthon hit the middle of that pile, and Tim McDonald came up and got a chest full of helmets. Drove him back, but this is Carthon's got to be his best game of the year, averaging about 6 yards a carry.
He doesn't get the ball that often. He is a tremendous blocker. And he is in the backfield with Rodney Henson. From behind. Boy, this Cardinal defense is playing tough. That was Freddie Joe Nunn bringing about 3rd and long.
You know, most of the time you talk about Nunn as being a great pass rusher. Well, today he's playing the run extremely well. Former linebacker, using his athletic ability, jumped inside of the tackle, Riesenberg, that time and brought the ball carrier down.
It is 3rd down and 7. Coming up, and we have 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And a whistle stops play. This is, now they're going to crank it up again. 7 defensive backs for the Cardinals. incomplete again. And no flag, so it's punting time for New York once more. Lonnie Young made the defensive play.
Well, this is a free shot on a running back. Meggett on the post pattern here, and Hostetler, after he throws this ball, ought to be sending flowers because he's lucky that Meggett is still alive. That big shot by Lonnie Young. And Meggett's got to be checking his filling.
Here comes the fifth punt by Sean Landetta to Sickahama or Smith. By Sickahama, and he is taken down at the Phoenix 39 with 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That's what happened earlier today. The Eagles won. Buffalo clinched the title. Cincinnati stayed alive. Warren Moon was injured. Pittsburgh demolished Cleveland. Chicago keeps the pressure on the Giants for the first round bye. And the Rams lose another.
A lot of speculation about John Robinson and his future with the Rams. He wants a decision. He feels his chances are 50-50 of staying, but he wants to know now where he stands with the front office.
Yeah, they talked about that, Greg and Terry, on NFL Today. They went out to Jones, who had a touchdown earlier, and he gets the first down to midfield. And that marks the end of the third quarter. An 11-yard pickup on the pass and the tackle by Perry Williams. That's the end of the third quarter. 17-14 Giants. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
This is CBS. High performance doesn't just happen. It takes an exceptional gasoline. Stop at the green. Hess detergent gasoline. An advanced detergent formula. Stop. With the power to clean fuel injectors. The power to protect precision valves. Performance tested. Proven exceptional. Hess detergent gasoline. Stop at the green. Hess. Power to perform.
Every beer in the world tries to measure up to German beer. Every German beer tries to measure up to Beck's, the #1 imported German beer. #1, because when that great Beck's flavor is unlocked, no beer in the world quite measures up to it. The best of the best to you from Beck's, the #1 imported German beer.
In the recording industry, digital is state-of-the-art. So when CBS Records wanted a state-of-the-art communication system, New York Telephone connected them with a voice and data network that's totally digital. And because that New York Telephone system is so reliable, CBS Records can concentrate on the business of music and never worry about missing a beat.
The craze of collecting TV souvenirs on Entertainment Tonight.
Well, it's been a very entertaining game. We start the fourth quarter. We had Dan Fouts and Jack Buck with you from Tempe, Arizona. Giants have been ahead throughout, and they lead by the score of 17-14. We're going to track Taylor here in the fourth quarter and see if he can turn this game in favor of the Giants. We haven't had a turnover in the entire game.
Well, it's time for LP to make a play. We haven't had to call his number very often this afternoon.
Johnny Johnson in the backfield and across to him. And in the corner, cutting upfield, and he got a couple, and a strong tackle was made by Pepper Johnson, who punched his fist in the air. He's playing well today.
Well, and LT did a nice job of forcing the runner back into the middle where Pepper Johnson was. Watch as he takes on the block of Walter Reeves. Johnson sees that, and Johnson makes the tackle. Johnny down by Pepper. That's 8 tackles for Pepper Johnson today. So you see how the teamwork is working with the Giant linebacker.
Second down and 9. Where the ball rolls and runs and throws. It's tipped, and it's intercepted. First turnover of the day. Everson Walls has it. And that is his 6th of the year.
And it was Pepper Johnson that got the tip, Jack. and a great catch by Everson Walls. Take a look at it from the end zone. Watch Pepper Johnson from the left side of the screen will get his left hand on the ball, deflects it away from Prohl. Prohl actually touched it as well. And then Everson Walls makes a one-handed grab, and that's his 6th interception of the year.
Well, the Giants have a chance to add to their 17-14 lead. Number 6 of the year for the former Cowboy. Quarterback can't do much about a tip, can he?
Well, and that's why Pepper Johnson's going to the Pro Bowl. He can make the plays in the secondary or at the line of scrimmage.
Anderson and Carthon. Hostetler. And caught near midfield by Ingram, who had the touchdown pass earlier. Fine throw by Jeff. First down, New York.
And that looked like an easy grab for Ingram, but he was looking right back into the sun, and the ball came right at his face. He caught that one in self-defense.
He's been the outstanding wide receiver for New York, and Roy Green has done it for the Cardinals. Ideally, the Giants would put together a sustained drive here and put this one away. We're looking at it from the New York viewpoint. Anderson, this is outside. Rumbles to the 40, and he has a first down in the arms of Tim McDonald. Anderson went to the Pro Bowl his first year as a running back in the league with these Cardinals.
And Johnny Johnson repeated that feat as a rookie. Will go to the Pro Bowl this year. What an outstanding career that Otis Anderson has had for 2 teams.
13 minutes left in the game. New York by 3. And a big run and a fine surge by the offensive line to the 33. Carthon carrying the ball.
They continue to pound at the middle of the Cardinal defensive line. Carthon now has 37 yards on 6 carries. That's unusual type of average for the big fullback. Came in averaging less than 3 yards a carry. So they're finding something soft right in the middle.
Second and 4. Carthon hurdles inside the 30. He's very close to a first down. Tackled by Lonnie Young. See what forward progress they give him, and I think you can call that another first down. Yep.
And, you know, we talked to Garth Jacks, linebacker for the Cardinals, number 53, yesterday, about the type of offense the Giants run. He says that this is what he expects, a steamroller type of offense, but the Giants, the way they played them in the past has been more angle blocking. Well, his worst fears are coming true today. They're coming right straight at him.
First down, Rumble. But you've got to look up front, don't you, Dan, with Oates, the Pro Bowl center. You got Elliott, Roberts, and Moore, and Riesenberg, and they are doing a job at the moment.
And the key may be getting Moore back at right guard, where Bob Cratch was playing before that, because Moore had to go to left tackle to take Jumbo Elliott's spot. So it appears that the Giant front line is back the way they want it.
They have the Cardinals back on their heels. First down at the 17. 11-15 left in the game. Giants lead by 3. There they go again. Carthon and Moore good yards. They can't stop the Giants. I bet Carthon's enjoying this. Usually he gets the dirty job. All that blocking now. They give him the ball. He's carried 9 times, 59 yards.
Yeah, he'll be going in and renegotiating next week.
The ball is to the 12.
Yeah, here he is. He's made a name for himself as a great blocker. First for Herschel Walker with the New Jersey Generals, and now with the Giants. But he's having a ball carrying himself today.
He's a package at 225. Anderson playing behind him. It's on Goje. He is down to the 6, and that's going to be first and goal, New York. Lonnie Young with another tackle.
Well, the Cardinals have given up over 140 yards on the average against the run this year, and right now the Giants, they're just pounding away typical New York Giant football. This is the way they got to be 10-0.
This is an oversimplification, I know, but a New York touchdown and then a good defensive stand And they've got this one locked.
And it all came on the turnover. That seemed to swing the momentum back to the Giants.
7 plays on the drive, 6 of them rushing. So they stay on the ground to Carthon, and he hits to the 4 and is bent back.
And then you get down to this area of the field where the Giants have struggled all year with a very conservative attack. This is where Hostetler's mobility, though, will be a benefit to Coach Ron Earhart and his play selection.
Are you predicting a bootleg or a rollout?
Well, I would give him a shot at it. He is a very mobile quarterback with good speed. I wouldn't even be surprised to see him run the option play down here.
Or the quarterback draw in a spot like this, although they are geared for the run. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. Carthon off on a win. Pass play and deflected and incomplete. And the linebacker, Ken Harvey, got his hand up. What they don't want is a field goal. They want the TD.
Absolutely. Harvey really makes the play here. Left side of the screen, number 56. He'll jump up in the air, time it perfectly with the left hand, and knock it down. Here's a good situation for that quarterback draw, though, Jack. The Giants will come in and spread out the receivers, hopefully open up the middle for the quarterback.
3rd and goal from the 4. There he goes! Touchdown! I don't know if it was a planned draw. I think he took one look and then ran.
I think he saw a huge hole open up on the right side, took advantage of it, and with all that speed, got in for the big touchdown. Watch the left side of the screen. Hostetler's right. Riesenberg caves in the right side there. Freddie Joe Nunn is out of the picture. Anthony Bell is to the outside, and Hostetler just lowers his head and gets in for the 6.
And he gets it with 8:50 left in the game. Extra point, Matt Barr. And it is 24-14, and the Giants have their original 10-point lead back. 8:50 remaining. If you just returned from Christmas shopping, here's what's transpired here in Tempe. 2 missed field goals by Del Greco, 30 yards and 47 yards. You see the total yardage in the game. Hostetler is having a wonderful afternoon with a touchdown throw to Ingram. And Rosenbaugh having a good afternoon, and our score is 24-14 Giants with 8:50 remaining in the game. The kickoff to Sikahama from the 5. 10, 15, 20, and Phoenix will go from there. Well, the days are going to roll around very quickly over the Christmas holidays, and next Saturday, Kentucky plays Louisville. You'll see it at 1 Eastern here on CBS. And then we'll put Greg Gumbel back to work along with Terry Bradshaw. They're on at 3:30, the NFL Today. Then we're right back here. Dan Fouts and I for the Eagles and the Cardinals, 3:30 Eastern Saturday on CBS. An important game for the Eagles.
And hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer, Jack.
I'm sure it will be. It's about as cold as it gets down here. Turning by 10. Rosenbaugh with Cole in motion. Zings it over the middle and incomplete to the running back, Johnson. Well, there's no time to be missing, man.
No, and the Giants know that. They're going to go back to what's been successful for them defensively against Rosenbaugh, and that's the blitz. That time, Pepper Johnson gave the young quarterback no time at all to find anybody. He had to dump that one in a hurry.
On the other side of the ball, Pepper Johnson has probably been the defensive player of the day. Everson Walls made the interception, the only turnover in this contest. Willenberg. That's incomplete, 3rd and 10. Some highlights for you. Buffalo winning their division. Warren Moon with a dislocated thumb. Pittsburgh could win it all. Be first in the AFC Central if they win next week. The Tampa Bay team eliminated by Chicago. the Rams. Let's pound to New England. And New Orleans continues to lead San Fran. 3rd and 10 here. And a first down throw to midfield. What a great throwing catch by Roy Green from Rosenbach.
Well, it's Roy Green going to beat double coverage this time. The short guy is Perry Williams, number 23. He tries to stay up with Roy Green. Safety coming over the top, and Rosenbach just barely got that ball over the outstretched reach of Perry Williams.
6 catches for Green, and that one good for 31 yards. 8:10 remaining in this game. Giants by 10. Can't let up. Can't let up on defense. A few yards here. Pick up a 4 to the tight end, Reed. Walter Reed.
Now the clock is going to start to work against Phoenix. They need to get a touchdown out of this drive to keep their hopes alive here.
And the Giants have to get the ball back without the Cardinals scoring again if they want to be able to relax a little bit in this one. 2nd and 6. He doesn't have a first down. They're howling for a flag along the sideline. They thought it might have been a late hit. Ricky Kroll took it down, and now the 49ers have caught New Orleans, and they could eliminate New Orleans with a victory.
And remember, Joe Montana did not play today against the Saints on a pulled groin muscle. It's never good to have any type of pulled muscle, but I would think that that's a good injury to have the way quarterbacks are going down the last couple of days.
Comparatively speaking, it is. 3rd down and 3. Critical down for Phoenix. Green is, they caught it. The Giants are complaining. We might have our first look at a replay here because I thought he was out of bounds.
I did too, Jack. It was a wonderful effort. He did catch the ball. Whether he was in bounds or not, we'll have to see. Take a look at it. There's the perfect throw. Can't tell if his feet are inbounds or not from that angle.
Tough picture.
But he did make the grab.
Not even going to look at a replay, and it's a first down at the 20.
That's unusual. You would expect them to review that one.
Here's Johnson running, and he gets 4. He's down to the 16-yard line.
The Cardinals have converted 2 big, long third down situations in this drive.
Last one to the 20, and then the run by Johnson is spotted down at the 16, and we have players shaken up.
Here's another angle of the catch. Well, that's close there. He had both feet on the ground while the ball was there. First down.
The player who was down is Luis Sharp.
The big left ankle of Louis Sharp getting taped up there.
And here's the call at the 16-yard line on 2nd and 6. And a delay to Hampton. Arthur Johnson, and he's down to the 10-yard line. And he is short of a first down by a yard or 2. Tackle made by Lawrence Taylor. Watch that Roy Green reception a while back.
And this was reviewed and confirmed. He has both feet in. What a great catch.
And a good call by the back judge, Roy Farmer. Bernice Smith is playing the left tackle spot for Phoenix. And this is 3rd and 1. Now Sharp is back in it. And a quarterback sneak. And that is close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. Less than 5 minutes remaining. They stop the clock to mark the ball. Giants are leading here. 24-14. 4-5-6 left in the game. Eric Howard, Leonard Marshall in there defensively on that last play. And they're going to measure. Rosenbaugh piling up some passing yardage, Dan Fouts.
Yeah, he's a yard shy of 300 yards. But this is the measurement that counts. 6 inches good.
First and goal from the 9. Been a good drive, 9 plays, 71 yards, 4 minutes, some critical third down completion. Rosenbaugh 4 out of 6 on this trip.
And he hit his last 4 in a row.
First and goal. Terrence Flagler checked into the Cardinal line. Rosenbaugh on the move. And he throws, and it is intercepted. Intercepted. The second turnover. Lawrence Taylor chased Rosenbaugh, and he coughed it up and threw into heavy coverage and was picked off.
He was trying to throw the ball in the back of the end zone, just didn't throw it high enough. That's the pressure of Lawrence Taylor bearing down on the quarterback, and Rosenbaugh kills his chances with the interception.
By Dorsey.
Throwing it, falling down, the pressure by LT, and it's a second interception in the last 2 possessions for the Giants.
One by Walls, one by Dorson. First down, Giants at their own 20. Hartog moves the pile a couple of yards. Tim McDonald made that tackle. Now, with a victory today, and the Giants lead by 10 with 4:25 left, they would clinch. They've already won their division. They would clinch a bye and have that week off, so they wouldn't play until the second round of the playoffs. And it's very important. In addition, they could coast in their game against New England next Sunday.
And with the bad weather heading east, the cold that has gripped most of the country that hasn't hit the East Coast yet, that week off would be a real bonus for New York.
Carthon has 62 yards today, his best performance. At the start of this fourth quarter, we put our cameras on Lawrence Taylor and said the Giants need something from this fellow, and he has applied the pressure that kind of turned things around here.
Yeah, and you got to wonder how much Luis Sharp's sprained ankle had to affect his protection on LT on the interception by Dorsey.
Because he had just come back into the game. La temperatura aquí. What is that? 45?
That's cold.
Yeah, down here it is.
Oh, those people pay all that money to come down here on Christmas vacation. 40 degrees? You got to be kidding me.
The Giants want some first downs, and it is second down and 7. In motion. And a bootleg by Hostetler. And he shakes off a tackle and comes close to a first down. In fact, he did get a first down at the 30-yard line. Tim McDonald chased him out. Well, that's one phase of the game that the Giants don't have when Phil Simms is playing.
Well, this is an outstanding individual effort. I think he misses the handoff here, and he comes down the line of scrimmage. Watch the straight arm right to the head of Harvey, pushes him down, and picks up the first down for New York.
And Harvey is one of the stoutest defenders on the Cardinal roster.
He has to be shocked that a quarterback could push him down like that and gives up the first down, and that really puts the Cardinals behind the 8 ball.
4:20 remaining. And they move the sideline markers again. How would you rate Hostetler's performance today?
I think it's been a real boost for New York. He has thrown the ball well, run the ball extremely well, and is completing about 70% of his passes.
Playoff caliber?
You bet.
Hartog again, and he plows out to the 34.
Especially when you look at the playoffs and all the starting quarterbacks that may not be able to play. You've got Tom Zach. Houston's got a problem.
We have 4:12 left in this game, and the Giants lead by 10. It'll be crowded here in a moment, as some of the Phoenix fans have surrendered.
They're going to the tanning booth.
Tanning salon, the hot tub, or just get inside. Sounds funny, 45 degrees. But it's that cold that the folks here aren't used to. Stedler rolling and throwing, and it is batted down. Tried to get it out to Anderson, who had shaken loose, and Freddie Joe Nunn, number 78, got a hand on it. So it'll be third down. Phoenix, by the way, has only one timeout remaining. That last pause was the Phoenix timeout.
When you think back to that interception that Rosenbaugh threw to Dorson, the confidence level of the Cardinals moving down the field against the Giants, Rosenbaugh had the hot hand and appeared to be trying to throw the ball out the back of the end zone, just couldn't get enough on it. That's one that he'll remember for a long time.
Third and 5.
He made the right decision to throw it away, just didn't execute it.
Third down, and Hostetler throws it incomplete. What do they call it? Well, they're going to say he was in the grasp of Anthony Bell. This telecast presented by authority of the National Football League. And this telecast is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use without the express written consent of CBS, the Cardinals, and the National Football League is prohibited. Another punt by Landetta, his 6th of the day. Twin safeties, Sickahema and Smith. Well, the Giants will ask the defense to do the work again. He boomed it deep, and Sickahema is driven back to the 16. To the 25. They were looking for a slot. He came out to the 32-yard line. Phoenix will go from there, trailing by 10. That was a 54-yard punt and a 15-yard return. Feast your eyes on some of these scores. Philadelphia slows Dallas down. Buffalo clinches the division. Cincinnati stays alive. Warren Moon is out of action with a broken thumb. Pittsburgh controls their own destiny. They could win their division. With a victory, they play at Houston. And Chicago, already having clinched the division, keeps the pressure on these Giants and eliminates Tampa Bay. And a worthwhile game for Rosenbaugh. 3:21 remaining, chased out by Rene Thompson.
And the key is he got out of bounds, so that stops the clock. He only has one timeout to work with. Down by 10 points. That's a tall order.
And the additional scores of the Rams losing and New Orleans and the 49ers still tied in the fourth quarter.
San Diego without Marion Butts giving Kansas City. And again, Kansas City has a quarterback with a little finger with about 4 screws in it. That's got to be hurt.
Second down and 5 after the run by Rosenbaugh. Look at that. Jones. And out of bounds at the 15-yard line. This game isn't over. Indiana Jones took it down, and Myron Guyton bumped him out.
Well, another blown coverage for the Giants, it appears. Rosenbaugh finds Jones way down the sidelines, and if the Cardinals would have had more than just one timeout, I bet Jones would have cut back across the middle there, but he knows he has to get out of bounds to stop the clock, and he sets up his team inside the 16-yard line. 47-yard gain for Indiana Jones, Jack.
He had a touchdown pass earlier in the day. 3:13 remaining. This one isn't over. Almost intercepted, and a flag is down as Rosenbaugh zinged it through the hands of Ricky Prohl. And probably a holding call. That's what it is.
Well, they've been doing a great job of protecting Rosenbaugh. That time, somebody gets called for the hold.
Offense, number 69, 10-yard penalty. Repeats it down. First down.
Call is against Bernice Smith. He's playing that left tackle spot where Louis Sharp was injured earlier.
And that's the first holding penalty of the entire day. So, guy that's just off the bench gets flagged.
And Carl Banks almost walked away with the football. So now it is 1st and 20. inside the 15, so they're back near the original line of scrimmage. Roy Green having a wonderful day, 12 yards for him. Now New Orleans bumps ahead of the 49ers 13-10. 8 catches for Roy Green. Harrison Walls was covering him. It's 2nd and 8. Just got rid of it in time to the 10-yard line. Well, then, Pops, when your team's trailing by 10, you ever think in these terms, kick the field goal now,
No.
and then work at getting the ball back and try for the tying touchdown?
No, I think you got to get the touchdown now because psychologically it puts pressure on the defense more. The problem right now is the Cardinals are taking too much time off the clock, going back into the huddle. They ought to be in their hurry-up offense.
It's 3rd and 4 from the 10. And the pass is caught for a 1st and goal by Terrence Flagler.
Boy, Flagler can make the tough catch. He had a tough catch on his touchdown. That was a difficult one. Rosenball uses their last time out here, but remember back to the incompletion that Flagler dropped on the 5-yard line where it looked like he could have just walked into the end zone.
We have 2:16 remaining in the game, and this is a Phoenix timeout. Green and Rosenball talk it over with the offensive coaches, and now Phoenix has no timeouts remaining. They trail by 10 with 2:16 left in the game.
Well, they shouldn't take a lot of time at this point because they have a small field to work with. They'll probably be throwing the ball each down, and hopefully Rosenball has learned his lesson about throwing the ball away. He's got to put enough on it to make sure it's gone.
The interceptions in this 4th quarter, 2 of them by the Giants, Walls and Durson, have really helped the Giants as they try to get the bye in the first round of the playoffs, and aside from San Francisco, have that home field advantage.
And you think back to the chip shot field goal that Del Greco hooked wide left.
30 yards.
30 yards, and that would have made it a 7-point game.
1st and goal from the 4. Flagler stays in the backfield. And the pass is incomplete. Tried to get it to Prohl.
Well, that's his first incompletion of this drive, but that was there's no way that Prohl was going to make that grab even without a butterfly net. A high, hard one.
Cardinals still plugging away. Jones and Green go to the left. And the tight end. Prohl is on the right side. With the tight end lead. It's a touchdown. Touchdown to rookie Prohl. And that is his start of the year. Mark Collins was covering him. 4 yards.
I think Prohl gets a little bit of help from his big tight end, number 89, Walter Reeves. As he goes inside, a nice out route and a perfect throw by Rosenball. Right, the perfect lead, easy catch for Prohl, touchdown.
And more concern for Bill Parcells. That was officially a 3-yard touchdown pass. And now Del Greco will try to make it a 3-point game again. That's what it is. 24-21. Giants by only 3 with 2:09 left in this game.
Take a look at it from the end zone. Ricky Prohl is right here. And watch how he'll go up the field with the sharp cut to the outside. And that's all that Rosenball needs as a target. He throws a perfect strike to the outside. And Prohl easily beats Mark Collins for the touchdown.
Leonard Marshall was trying to get to the quarterback, and he was about a step away.
You know, Rosenball is starting to look a little bit like Sonny Jurgensen with his results, too.
68 yards, 7 plays, in 1 minute and 23 seconds. Keeps this one interesting. Rosenball has thrown the ball 37 times, completed 22, 3 touchdowns. And Andy has been picked off twice. The missed field goal by the Cardinals, the one in particular, they missed two, plus the interception, the big story determining a final score, which is yet to be determined.
Well, Parcells was worried that this would be the type of game against the Cardinals. He said that they either blow them out or they play them very, very tough. And this is as tough as it gets as Del Greco lines up for the onside kick attempt.
That's what everybody expects with 2:09 left in the game. Almost traveled 10 yards. It didn't travel 10 yards, did it?
No, but it hit a Giant. I believe it hit Gary Reasons and bounced back. And there's our man Ricky Prohl with the recovery.
That's who came away with it. The ball touched the Giant.
Yeah, it doesn't have to go 10
a
yards.
free ball.
Absolutely.
Now the officials talk it over here.
As a legal recovery, the ball was first touched by the receiving team, then recovered by the kicking team. First down.
It did not go the 10 yards, but it was touched by a receiver.
I think it's Gary Reasons, number 55. As he steps forward here, the ball stays down and hits him right in the knee, bounces back towards Prohl. He drops down on it, and the Cardinals have it.
At their own 43. Now they have to get close enough. They have 2:08 left, no timeout. They're 3 points behind. And Roy Green caught the ball at the 46.
Oh, we got one guy saying no, the other saying yes.
One fellow called it a catch, the other official said it was out of bounds, and it is out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass has been ruled incomplete. Only one step inbound.
Right.
Oh, that's a wonderful call because his right foot was down and the left foot came down out of bounds.
These officials have done great work here today.
That's really good teamwork by the officials on the field the way it should be.
And the way it will be next year, I predict.
I'll vote for it, Jack, if they give me a vote. Well, but now they got to review it.
And Bill Swanson is a replay official. He's going to confirm that just so the Cardinals don't get cheated out of a pass reception.
Well, what else could they be looking at here? There's his right foot comes down easily inbound, left foot way out of bounds.
Great catch with the hands, but he couldn't get the feet down.
Beautiful camera work, too.
2:03 left in the
Play
game.
stands as called. Incompletion. Second down.
Second down and 10. Phoenix, no timeouts, trailing by 3. There's Al Del Greco. He's missed 2 field goal tries, 47 yards and 30 yards.
When I asked him before the game what his range was, he says he's comfortable at about 50 yards. That's also his longest of the year.
Now the Cardinals need some first downs. They trail by 3. Over the middle, and Prohl is down to the 47 of New York. Hurry up offense. And we come to the 2-minute warning. They actually stopped the clock with 1:56 remaining. That's all the Cardinals have left. They trail by 3. 56 remaining. First down and 10 at the Giant 47. And a slide good for about a 7-yard pickup, and the clock runs. Remember, Phoenix has no timeouts. They trail by 3.
And the Giant defensive line is just not getting any pressure on Rosenbaugh. 2 sacks today, both came in the first quarter. That offensive line's doing a great job.
Rosenbaugh's pass is incomplete. 1:25 left in this game. For most of you expecting to see 60 minutes, Jack Buck with Dan Fouts, and welcome to Sun Devil Stadium, Tempe, Arizona. CBS Sports coverage of the NFL. The Giants lead 24-21. 60 minutes will be seen in its entirety following this game, except in the Pacific and Mountain time zones, where it will be seen at its regular time. Third down and 3 for the Cardinals. They have no timeouts remaining. They trail by 3 points. On third down, Rosenbaugh wants to run. There goes the flag. incomplete and probably holding. The Giants have been ahead throughout. Here's a holding call against Phoenix, and that pushes them further away from those goalposts. And Joe Bugle, the head coach of the Phoenix Cardinals, can't handle that one. Giants have been ahead throughout. They led 10-7 at the half. Each team scored in the third quarter.
Offense, number 70, 10-yard penalty. Repeats it down, third down.
Derek Kennard was called for holding. Meanwhile, these Giants have picked off 2 passes in this fourth quarter, one by Walls, the other by Durson, and that has kept Phoenix at bay, but they're still alive, Dan Fouts.
You bet they are, Jack. They need to pick up about 17 yards in order for Del Greco to line up for a game-tying field goal from 50.
And it's 3rd and 13 right now. Big play. Look at that. Big play by the Giants. Lawrence Taylor. And now the Cardinals have to try on 4th down.
Well, we come into prime time here, Jack, and the prime time player, number 56 from the left, working against Vernice Smith, and that is a mismatch. He tosses away the first-year player, gets the quarterback, and that brings up a huge 4th down situation.
That's the 4th sack of the Cardinal quarterback, and it is 4th and 21. Cardinals have been 5 out of 11 on 4th down this year. Pass is tipped, intended for Kroll. It goes over to New York, and the Giants will have the first round bye. They've already won their division, and they'll get the bye, and there's Joe Bugle, the head coach, and Bill Parcells across the way. Bill, by the way, feeling much better with regard to the kidney stone problem that plagued him. And he gives a hug to Lawrence Taylor, who helped turn the tide here in the 4th quarter. He usually does.
Yeah, a hug and a little headbutt. That's the new thing for the Giants.
So Rosenbaugh's day is over. And New Orleans leads the 49ers in the 4th quarter by 3. Kansas City makes it to the playoffs with that victory over San Diego.
And the Cardinals cannot stop this clock. And a big win for the Giants. They struggled, did not look like the dominant team they were when they went 10-0. But they have the win. That's the important thing. They'll go up to New England next week and then get that first week off.
Phil Simms was back home watching this one. And Phil, we hope that your recovery is a quick one. And meanwhile, a tip of the cap to Jeff Hostetler with a wonderful afternoon.
He did it running and throwing. He got the big touchdown on the little quarterback draw in the 3rd quarter.
It was a good try by these Cardinals, who are now eliminated from the playoffs. Don't forget, 60 Minutes is coming up on CBS. 24-21, our final score. The Giants built up a 10-0 lead and then held on. They had lost 3 out of 4. There's Hostetler. And congratulations to Jeff. Merry Christmas to you all. Following score, 24-21. Jack Buck saying so long from Sun Devil Stadium.